Hello everyone, I'm Seth with Exotic Motorsports, and this is our 2019 Subaru STI S209 with 220 miles. This vehicle is virtually brand new. There's really no wear on it anywhere. I mean, it's 220 miles and it's technically, I believe, a year or two old. S209 is a very limited run of these cars, and they have a lot of little intricacies that make them a lot different than your regular run-of-the-mill STI. But that is not why I'm here today. I'm here to show you the exact condition that our specific S209 is, so you know if you're interested in the car, you know exactly what you're getting. So the front end looks flawless. There's not a single mark on the hood, front bumper, the lower lip. I mean, it's all completely unscathed. Not a single mark anywhere. Looking at the front driver's side bumper. I'm sorry, front driver's side fender. Completely misspoke there. We have no blemishes whatsoever. Front driver's side wheel. No issues there. Driver's side mirror. Completely perfect. Front driver's side door, no marks along the door or the side skirt. Rear driver's side door, no blemishes there either. This paint really has a ton of pearl and metallic flake in it. It really comes to life when the sun hits it. This color will catch you off guard. It's glossy, but it almost kind of looks satin at the same time. It's a really interesting color as far as white goes. Driver's side rear quarter panel is perfect. Rear driver's side wheel does not have any marks on it. Nice silver brake calipers there with some drilled rotors. Moving along to the back, we do have aftermarket tinted taillights. However, we do have a set of OEM taillights that come with it, completely unmodified and untinted. Looking along the lower part of the bumper, the rear diffuser, the stainless exhaust tips, it looks great. We do have a lower brake light and an upper one as well. Carbon fiber wing. Does have the S209 emblem there as well. So S209 on the rear trunk lid. It's branded in all kinds of different places. And of course has the STI badging as well. There are no marks anywhere on the rear trunk, on the top of the face. No marks anywhere on the bumper. The diffuser's flawless. Looking at the passenger side, no marks on the rear quarter panel. Looking at the rear passenger wheel, got no issues there. Wheel looks perfect. Passenger rear door, no issues there. The side skirts also have STI badging on them there. Front passenger door, no marks on it anywhere. Front passenger mirror, completely flawless, not a single mark on it. Front passenger fender, no marks there either. And even the black accents have a ton of metallic flake in it too. Subaru really gave this car a lot of attention to detail. Front passenger wheel is also completely unscathed. Car has a nice front lip with some paint matched canards there. Instead of having the OEM placement fog lights, it does have those rather aggressive vents. It does have a functional hood scoop. The top mount intercooler is just behind that. The car does have an intercooler sprayer as well. So I will go ahead and walk around the car from a 1 foot distance to give you a better big picture idea of the overall condition of the car. Here at Exotic Motorsports, we believe in complete transparency and full disclosure of the condition of our inventory to give our out-of-state buyers the peace of mind and confidence they need to purchase a vehicle from a sight unseen if they choose to do so. Walking around a vehicle from a 1 foot distance is a lot more indicative of what you might notice on a day-to-day basis if you were to own the car yourself, and helps separate the bigger, more noticeable flaws from the smaller, less significant ones. So hopefully by me walking around this car, you can see exactly the condition that it's in and see that this is probably one of the cleanest S209s you will ever come across, partially because it's virtually new, has no miles on it. So here on the interior, we have nice black Alcantara inserts there and there on the armrest and on the outside of the door panel, but the rest of it is kind of that harder, like ABS plastic kind of material. Very nice gloss black accents around the window switches and mirror controls. We do have Recaro branded STI seats with some white trim around the edges, and then of course the branding there in the center. These seats are some of the most comfortable I've ever sat in. We also do have a race checkered pattern across the door sill with the S209 branding there, and we have S209 on the floor mats, which are kind of a cloth material. They are not all weather. This is push button start. Just tap that with the clutch in and you're good to go. 6-speed manual, does have a reverse lockout via this ring that you lift. AC below is ice cold. It does have dual zone climate control, which you can sync. Very, very nice Alcantara steering wheel. I do like this quite a bit. The buttons feel really good too. They have good good feedback on them, and you've got cruise control there, power locks, power adjustable mirrors, trunk pop, and traction control button down there. Here in the gauge cluster, you can see it's right at 220 miles. No fault lights, no issues, nothing. You have another kind of ergonomic display screen there, just showing extra information, mostly about fuel economy, outside, inside temp, time, things like that. So here we do have Bluetooth, MP3 inputs, or I should just say, you know, outside source media inputs, radio, things like that. It's mostly just media controls. We do have a nice gloss black finish around the center console, where you can see this is S209 number 146. The SI drive system is essentially a 3-map ECU tune system. So you're intelligent. When you push that, it puts it into intelligent mode, which is typically very restricted throttle response. Wastegate stays open. It's designed to get you really good fuel economy and use the least amount of power possible. Sport is more of a normal driving mode. You know, it's not super touchy throttle response. You don't get a ton of boost. And then Sport Sharp will give you the absolute most amount of boost coming from the turbocharger. Very touchy throttle response. This is your very aggressive driving mode. And then of course you can choose, you can manually select to open or lock the diff, the center, and I believe it's the center differential with this control here. So you also get heated seats with the Recaros just under the center console armrest there. Super clean cup holders. Passenger seat looks great. All of that is Alcantara, which feels really, really nice. Passenger door panel is flawless. We do have a little bit of red trim going on here with the S209 badging on that. The dash as a whole looks really good. The kind of sun visor brim for this front information screen is leather covered. Side mirrors are heated and auto dimming. Red trim extends over to the driver's side as well. Rearview mirror is not auto dimming, does not have a compass, just bare bones mirror. So this car does have a lot of features. Oh, and here is the intercooler spray as well, where you typically find paddle shifters in an automatic transmission. This car is equipped with paddle shifters, but that is to control the intercooler spray, which can spray whatever you put in the tank. Typically you run water, and that helps with your air intake temperature and helps get the charge air temperatures down to help the engine make more power if you were to do something like autocross or drag racing, where you might heat soak the top mount intercooler. So speaking of all this engine talk, let's go have a look. So here we have our opposed 4 EJ 2.5 liter engine. It's So this is a 4-cylinder, but the pistons are not up and down like that. It actually has 2 facing this way and 2 facing that way. And then of course we have the turbocharger over here. You can see the wastegate poking out. So it does have sprayers that spray into the intercooler. I believe they're mounted right here, and they spray directly into that via this vent. So that's kind of cool. We do have a very thick STI branded strut bar that runs to both of the shock towers here. We do have a different air box for the S209. This car feels very healthy, it runs great, it's not been modified in any way, and it is a lot of fun to drive. With this car being a more limited run kind of collector's car, it is still a very practical daily driver if you choose to do so. Tons of cargo room, very comfortable on the interior, lots of very nice creature comforts. The STI is just an overall very well-rounded fun car to drive, whether it's modifying it and running the quarter mile or autocross or just daily driving it. It can really satisfy any of your needs. So that is our 2019 Subaru STI S209. If you have any further questions, please feel free to check out our sales listing on our website at exoticmotorsportsok.com. Thank you for watching.